Another day, another time to feed the starter. Today is different. I have a new jar. So this one is actually about double the size of this. This can actually fit inside of there. So what I'm gonna do, this thing is 393 grams, so that's our new zero number, the base start. So what I'm gonna do is take about, I'm gonna do about 50 grams of starter, and then add the 75 grams of water, 75 grams of flour, and keep moving from there. And then once I get everything leveled out, then I'll start. I don't know what I'm gonna do really, but this thing is starting to get better. And one thing I want to try today is make some actual food out of this discard, but that's another video. So right now, let's transfer jars. Let's upgrade to a new jar. One thing real quick, initially you get that first whiff and it smells kind of alcohol-y. They call that hooch. That's just the odor of the gases and everything. But once you stir it around a little bit, shake it up a bit, and just let it settle, it smells fruity. It smells fruit. It smells sweet, and it smells pleasant. So I think that's a good sign. I think if it starts to stink, then we're in bad shape. So let's move it in the jar. Okay, jar's ready. Scale is ripped. Or I forgot what, I think that's ripped. Now let's move. There's tear, not rip. You tear the scale. There we go. So that's 50 grams of starter. 51, but who's counting? No. One. So got to get this to 201. There we go. Stir it up. This is a much easier jar to use. The mouth is incredibly wide relative to what I had before. It's double the size, which makes stirring a lot easier, and moving around in this jar and getting it clean and wiping it down is a dream relative to what it was before. It wasn't too bad in that jar, but I saw there's a guy on YouTube that that recommended these jars, and I just went ahead and bought them. So one thing I noticed is some people have more watery starters. So I'm gonna add just maybe half a teaspoon of more water. So it won't be so cakey. It'll still be very sticky, but hopefully it'll work a little bit better. And actually it lays down a lot nicer too. That's good. Okay, so that's how much starter we have. I'm going to do the same thing I did with every other all the water I'm using is all filtered water too. It's the same water I use to drink I drink every day. You know when you get asparagus and they wrap it in rubber band, and then you don't want to throw those rubber bands away because you feel that might use them one day? That's who I am now. So, starter in a bigger jar, more space. This is a lot more volume than it was before. It's not good. It should not change weight or anything. It should just expand. So now the whole thing is 618 grams. Now what's gonna happen is hopefully this will expand. If this doubles, that's a large amount, so that's very good. So it smells good. Hopefully it will be hopefully it'll come together really nicely in the new in its new